Welcome, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something really close to home for many of us, our animal companions. You know, the furry, feathered, maybe even scaled friends sharing our lives. We often take their presence for granted, but how do they really, truly reshape our homes and, well, our hearts? It feels like it goes way beyond just simple companionship, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It
Yeah.
really does. And for this deep dive, we've been looking at some really insightful excerpts from Rosita's blog. It's called Pets, Quiet Healers of Hearts and Homes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and our mission today is basically to unpack her view on how pets are so much more than just companions. She calls them comforters, sources of like pure unconditional love, and even tiny life coaches, which I love.
Tiny life coaches, huh? That's interesting.
Right. She argues that just by being themselves, they bring a sense of peace and joy that many of us didn't even know we were missing.
Mm.
So we'll explore how they help us feel, grounded, connected, really cared for, often without a single word needed.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that. Rosita talks quite a bit about this healing power, especially regarding loneliness. But what is it exactly? I mean, beyond just having another creature in the house, what's this sort of deeper thing happening there psychologically?
Well, that's where Rosita offers some really great insights. It's the unconditional nature of it all.
Hmm.
That's key. You see, unlike a lot of human interactions, pets give you this non-judgmental presence.
Right, no baggage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And their consistent need for care, it subtly makes us feel important, feel seen, as she says, truly needed.
Hmm.
And that consistency, well, it can be a huge lifeline, especially if you're feeling alone or going through big life changes.
Hmm.
And what's really fascinating, this isn't just a feeling, it's measurable
Mm.
physiologically. Rosita points to studies showing that physical touch with pets changes our brain chemistry.
How so?
It boosts oxytocin, love hormone, helps with bonding, reduces anxiety, and at the same time, it actually lowers cortisol, which is our main stress hormone.
Wow.
So it's like a biochemical hug, essentially.
Mhm.
It genuinely calms your nervous system down.
A biochemical hug. I like that. But, okay, beyond that direct comfort, Rosita also talks about something else. How pets kind of open doors to human connection. It's not just about you and your pet, right? These little social nudges she mentioned.
Precisely. Yeah, they act as social bridges, little catalysts almost. Think about it. You take your dog for a walk,
Yeah, happens all the time.
right? You inevitably end up chatting with another dog owner. Or, you share a funny video of your cat online
Yeah.
and suddenly you're connecting with people laughing together.
Okay, I see.
So if you connect that to the bigger picture, it shows they tackle loneliness from like two angles. There's the direct companionship, sure, but also they nudge us into interacting more with other people. They pull us out of ourselves and into the community, sometimes in really subtle ways.
That makes sense. She also mentioned something that sounds so simple, but is often hard for us humans, how pets are just masters of living in the moment.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
You see a dog just totally lost and rolling on the grass, or a cat intensely chasing a dust bunny in a sunbeam.
Hmm.
They're just there. No worrying about yesterday, no stressing about tomorrow's emails. It's like, they're natural mindfulness coaches, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. In this world that's constantly pulling our attention, full of anxieties,
Yeah.
pets offer this, like constant masterclass and just being.
Yeah.
Rosita's point here isn't just, cute. It's a really powerful implicit lesson. It grounds us,
Hmm.
reminds us that peace is often found right here, right now. Something mindfulness practices actively try to teach us. Pets just do it. They invite us to slow down, look away from the screen, and just be in the simple reality of the moment.
And then there's that phrase she uses, a safe space for big feelings. That feels really significant. She says, there's no judgment from them. No need to explain yourself or put on a brave face. Just soft fur, kind eyes. When you're feeling anxious or just overwhelmed, simply stroking a pet. It's incredibly calming.
It really is.
Yeah.
That kind of pure, unconditional love, it creates this unique zone where it's genuinely okay to feel whatever you're feeling. No fear of judgment. And like we said, it's not just emotional comfort. It has those real physiological effects lowering stress hormones.
Right, the biochemical hug again.
Exactly. To just listen quietly, completely.
Hmm.
And often in that quiet presence, we find a comfort we maybe didn't even know we needed. It's like this primal reassurance that you're not alone. Solace without any strings attached.
Yeah, that really resonates. And moving beyond the emotional side, Rosita also talks about routine. How taking care of a pet introduces this essential structure to our day. The feeding times, the walks. They create a rhythm that can be so grounding. I can totally relate when she says some of us are more punctual about pet dinner than our own. My dog definitely knows when it's 5 p.m.
It's so true, isn't it? Rosita really highlights how these daily rituals, making sure the cat gets fed at 7 a.m. sharp, or walking the dog before work, they provide this anchor. That daily predictability, it gives shape to the day, meaning almost. Especially when life feels a bit chaotic or overwhelming, those small, consistent responsibilities can make everything feel more manageable, more anchored.
So it's like our pets are subtly keeping us on track for our own good, too.
You could say that, yeah, helping us regulate our lives, providing a sense of order just through their needs.
And it's not just about them needing us, right? It's also deeply about us feeling needed. Rosita seems to emphasize that sense of purpose, even in small things like just refilling a water bowl or, yeah, going for that walk. It gently reminds us that we matter, that we have a role.
Yes, exactly. And that sense of purpose, it has real, tangible benefits for our mental health. It's known to help build confidence, resilience, especially when we might be feeling a bit low. This isn't just some, sweet idea. It taps into a really fundamental human need to contribute, to be useful.
Hmm.
And Rosita implies that pets fulfill this need in a very accessible, everyday way. Knowing your pet depends on you. Honestly, it can give you the strength to get up and keep going sometimes.
Wow.
So really, in showing up for them, we are genuinely showing up for ourselves too.
So putting this all together, what's the main takeaway for us, for you listening? Rosita puts it beautifully, I think. She says pets are a quiet gift that keeps giving. They don't ask for a lot, really, just our presence, our care, our love. But what they offer back is, well, it feels immeasurable sometimes. They heal us quietly, they lift our spirits, they teach us huge lessons like living in the now, loving without conditions. And as she says, in their eyes, we are enough. Maybe that helps us start to believe it ourselves.
Which leads us perfectly into a really crucial point, a
Yeah.
gentle but very important note that Rosita makes sure to highlight. She stresses that pets are living beings, totally dependent on us. They are not, and this is her quote, toys to enjoy when it's easy or convenient.
That's direct.
It is. Or something to return when life gets busy or when it suddenly feels like too much.
Hmm.
And yes, having a pet often means making sacrifices. It absolutely does. Maybe you can't just jet off on holiday spontaneously. Maybe your mornings start earlier. Fewer impromptu nights out, perhaps.
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
Right. But as Rosita clearly states, that's part of what it means to love and care for another life. It's a commitment. The bond we build, it's based on trust. And that trust deserves, absolutely deserves, to be honored. So this brings up a really important question for you, the listener. Are you truly prepared to show up for your pet, even when it's not easy?
Like when they get older or sick.
Exactly. Or even just when they're having an off day, needing extra patience. Are you ready for that?
It's a powerful thought. And Rosita really hammers it home with a statement she admits is kind of an exception to her usual tone, she says. Because once you invite a pet into your life, you become their whole world. And they deserve a world that doesn't walk away when things get inconvenient.
Strong words.
Very. She continues. The way you treat your pet shows your true nature. If you discard your pet, treat it badly, neglect it, and adore so on, you are not a person I want to know. Wow. It really forces you to consider that profound responsibility we take on and to appreciate the unwavering love pets give us in return. Definitely something incredible to reflect on. That is it for today. Thank you for listening and stay tuned. Bye.